Got a great question in the Cold Crowd community. If you're not a member already, go ahead and check the link in the description. Also, go ahead and subscribe and like and all that good stuff. So the question is, why does sending a Calendly link in an email or LinkedIn exchange not work well for booking calls? What's the problem there, and why is it better to kind of manually book the calls? I think that people think that sending a Calendly link and somebody receiving that Calendly link, it's like, oh, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, sure, I want to book the call, and they go ahead and book the call. How easy is that, right? And it saves you time. But number one, it comes off as salesy, in my opinion. So, and what I mean by salesy is it just, you're outreaching to them, asking for a meeting to talk about something you're trying to sell to them, right? So, like, you're trying to sell something. So, in the best case scenario, you're going to go ahead and do as much of the work as possible to get that meeting on the books, and then jump on that meeting and be able to actually sell and do your whole thing. But asking them to take extra effort to go ahead and book that call, it doesn't make much sense for them, right? You're basically asking for a meeting, and then you're asking them to go to an interface that they may not be familiar with, to go ahead and book a call. And it's like you're just asking for so much. You're asking and asking and asking, right? So that is one reason why it does not work. I think it comes off as salesy. It comes off as slightly kind of lazy, like kind of just, oh, here, go book the call here, I'll be here, I'll be ready to sell to you. It's kind of like you need to be active in the sales process. Number two, I think a lot of people are not familiar with Calendly and that kind of interface. Okay, so especially if you're prospecting for kind of like older industries or guys that are a bit older, they're not very aware of Calendly. They don't know what that is, and they don't. You're just asking them to go through kind of an alien interface that can even frustrate them, right? Which is the last thing you want to do when you're reaching out to somebody. So I think that technology gap or that age gap may be another factor that you want to look into. That like, is your demographic using Calendly? There may be niches where sending a Calendly link is just the most natural thing in the world, and they're like, oh, sure, that sounds interesting. But a lot of niches, most niches, they just don't. That's not going to be something that they're going to be familiar with. The other thing about it, number three, I guess, is basically that in a sales process, you should be very active. You should be not passive in any way, shape, or form. In fact, you need to keep control of the sales process. You need to be leading the sales process and basically have as much control as you possibly can. Because when you lose control, and the prospect now is taking over the control of the sales process, they start to talk about price. They start to try to negotiate price with you. They try to take advantage of you in any way they possibly can, right? Because basically you're saying, here, go ahead and take control of the sales process. Yeah, I'm just trying to offer you this thing, and you just tell me what you want. Tell me what we're doing. You know what I mean? And it's you're putting yourself in a really vulnerable position. Also, especially if you're offering services, this is something that I'll probably talk about in another video separately because it's a big topic, but there's kind of like this arc of control that needs to happen in any kind of service sales process, because naturally what's going to happen is, assuming again that you control the sales process properly, you're going to have some control in the beginning, and as time goes, you're going to get less and less and less and less control because the client is, you're going to be getting them results. They may want some little tweaks and changes here and there. They're going to launch some new campaigns. They want some new creatives made, or whatever. They're going to kind of start to control the process a little more because there's trust there, and they're going to go, hey, we need to do these things because we see that what you're doing is working, but we kind of want to do some other things, whatever, right? So the service kind of arc is gonna take control away from you or from your company at some point, and you're going to be kind of serving them, which is naturally what's going to happen. But if you start in a place without control, with lack of control, a lack of active activities that you're pushing forward, initiatives that you're making happen, offers that you are offering to them, right? Not like non-negotiable offers, like this is the offer. They tend to take control, and then they'll just steer you in all kinds of weird directions, and they don't a lot of times know what they really need, right? They might know what they want, but they don't really know what they need, and that's kind of up to you as the service provider to say, hey guys, like, this is what you need, this is what's going to get you results, not what you guys are proposing, right? And that's why we're the professionals, that's why we're the experts. So you want to come in from that position of being an expert from the get-go and kind of controlling the sales process. Because again, you are going to, little by little lose control through that relationship and naturally kind of give a bit of control to the client at that point when there's trust involved and you're in the process. So you always want to start from a place of control though, and you don't want to, just give all the control to them. I believe sending a Calendly link is just, you're basically handing over, okay, you're in control of this process at this point, of this meeting booking. So again, I think, and I'll add one more thing, that I think it's just laziness. I think most people want to send a Calendly link because they're lazy, because honestly they think that this they want to make this easier for them, and they're not really thinking in the best interests of the long-term aspects of the deal. They're not looking in the best interests of the actual prospect that you're speaking to, which again may not be familiar with Calendly. Again, you're already asking them for a bit of their time, which is extremely valuable, as we all know, and then on top of that, you're asking them to go into this website and click and choose a date that works for them and write in their email, write in their name. You already have their name and email, right? If they agree to the meeting, you go, hey, how about Monday at 5 p.m. or whatever? Yeah, sure, Monday at 5 p.m. Okay, perfect. Boom. You do it for them. Take that active role in the sales process. Maintain as much control as you possibly can in those beginning stages of the deal, so that when you start to get them results, again, it's going to help you get results because you can be the authority and tell them, hey, that's a bad idea. This is our process. Stick to the process or you're not going to get the results that we promise. And then later on, when they want a little bit more flexibility, they want a little more leeway, they have some requests that they want, it's all fine, right? It's all good. You can start to kind of go, yeah, no problem, right? Yeah, this is a relationship. Let's go ahead and give you these things you want, at an extra fee or whatever the situation is at that point, right? So keep that in mind, okay? That control, that arc of having control in the beginning and kind of relinquishing some control as you go is very natural, and it's a good thing. You don't want to be like, hard-headed and just like maintain control the whole time, or you'll lose the client because they don't feel like they're, they don't have any say in the situation and it's their business. But in that beginning part, especially with like a Calendly link, something like that, it's like the first step to a meeting. You absolutely need to control that entire process. So again, basically, I think actionable advice on this is always, always realize that when you are doing outbound prospecting and you're talking to prospects that don't know who you are and you're trying to sell them something, first of all, they can smell salesy stuff from a mile away. They're getting pitches all the time. You're one of 50, 100 emails in that day that they got that was some cold pitch, right? So you have to realize that people are pretty inundated with pitches, and you need to find a way to stand out. You need your offer to be strong. There's all these things I've talked about in other videos. You need this stuff to be a complete package. It may not be the Calendly link you're sending that's ruining your results, and maybe that your offer is bad, right? Or not fit to the market, or it's the wrong market, or whatever. Keep that active role. Always maintain that active role in your mind, that when you are doing anything over $2,000, anything that's considered high ticket or mid ticket at that point, you need to be diligent. You need to do as much of the work. You are asking something from them, so you need to do as much of the work as you possibly can to book that meeting, and not feel like you want to make this easier on you. How can I get more leads? It's not about you getting more leads. It's how can you get better quality leads? How can you close more sales, right? So whatever's going to contribute to you closing more sales and getting better quality clients is what you should be focusing on, not like, how do I get more leads easier with some Calendly link, okay? So there's no shortcuts. Do the hard work. It'll all pay off. And in other videos, I'm talking about using educational materials, content, and things to drive this process. And that's going to make it actually a lot easier for you long run. But you need to invest in knowing the market, knowing the offer. And then you can start to create valuable content, which can kind of do a lot of this process for you. And they will book the call because you gave them value up front. But again, if you're just asking for the meeting, don't send a Calendly link. Okay, guys, I hope this was insightful and valuable. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video if this was helpful, share it with a friend that is sending Calendly links, and I'll see you guys in the next video.